test. Oh, boom, boom, boom. Using my iPods. 1, 2, 1, 2. Let's go down a little bit. 1, 2, 1, 2. Yep. What's up, you guys? My name's Eric Yamamoto. Earthlings, can you hear me? I can't hear myself. So I have my little AirPods in right now, and it's not really, I can't hear anything. But, hey, Rice, what's up? I could see ya. Anyhow, let me think. There's a lot of things I had in mind today, but we were working on some character designs yesterday, and my daughter loved it. She loved seeing what I drew, and then my son comes up to me and is like, well, now you got to make me something. So today I'm going to try to focus on a character that he really likes and draw that up for a character design and maybe get those two people to interact. I think those two characters interact. But let's see. Let's start it off. It's 9:23. Hey, Storyboard Ben, what's up? Yeah, most important reviewers are the kids, absolutely. So, Neil, what's up? Man, it's dope that people start just coming on in. So let's see. Yesterday we played around with that little girl character, Dido, and people liked it. But then I was looking at the silhouette, and I was like, man, there's certain things that I just don't like about the silhouette. And I think that's where I want to start today for this new character. So let's do this. So my son loves Warhammer. Have you guys heard of Warhammer? Maybe Neil, I bet you have. I think it comes from the UK. But let's see, it's just called. Storyboard Ben, you have heard. Cool. So let's see. I'm just looking up some reference right now. Looking forward to the Warhammer game coming out later this year. What Warhammer game's coming out later this year? Yeah, Rice, that is correct. They are the little tiny figures. They're for like 16-year-olds, and my kid is 8. Like, I don't know how he gets this stuff. Well, I mean, I'm showing him this stuff, but I mean, he's liked war and all that stuff since he was like 4. He loves this stuff. So let's see. I'm just gonna warm up really quick, and let's just feel it out. Let me bring up my chat so I can see you guys. Oh, Warhammer 4000, Space Marine 2? Well, I'm going to let him know. Yeah, because guess who's got to build all that stuff? Me. I don't mind it. It's pretty fun, but it's like, it sucks when they're like, hey, is it done yet? Is it done yet? Come on. Let's build it. Let's keep going. What? You've only done one? It's like, bro, come on, man. Gotta give me a moment. You sound like, people I work with. Makes it feel like a job. Hey, a comic book bookworm, what's up? Naman, I think that's who it is. Good morning. Comic book bookworm, he was the one that interviewed me the other day for the Asian American Pacific Islander, and you know what? His channel really inspired me to start doing more character design, doing more comic book stuff, because we're all storytellers. How did last night's interview go? Comic book bookworm. So let's see. Right now, I'm starting to see that I'm not giving him enough. I'm giving him too much volume. I need to give him more shape. So, again, this is just a sketch. I'm just kind of warming up. Like what I noticed that I just did right now is I started from the head, and then I went to the body, and then I'm going to the legs. That's not how you're supposed to draw. I gotta remind myself not to do it like that. Because the way that I should have started is something like this. Start with the proportion. Start with like the full page. This is something I learned in art school. Draw from the... Actually, this is something I learned from art school. Draw a frame around the page like that, and so you know that is how much space you need to take up. So, in that case, I'll just make a smaller space like this. So let's see. I like drawing these things. Got to remember that we're always going to be in perspective. I hate how you can't click open someone's channel here on the chat. Yeah. Hey, what's up, Ryan? Just, got super inspired by the interview the other day. Now I want to, do some character design and maybe throw these people into or throw these characters into a story. So what I'm reading right now to my kids, or my son actually, is this thing called Hazardous Tales. Have you guys heard of it? What's really cool about it, it teaches you about history in a very fun way, and it's all comic book based. And they have a new comic about how to make your own historical comics. And right now we want to get that. Because I want to learn how to research to do more historical stuff. And it immediately reminded me of Ryan Odagawa's comic that he's doing on, is it the 442nd? Or is it internment camps? World War II. This is what it looks like. Hazardous Tales. Nathan Hale. Look at how friendly this looks. But see, look, it shows like above the trenches. This is World War I, I think. Yeah, World War I. And they have this one, Let's Make History. This is the one that we are, saving up for. It's not too expensive, but still, And here's another one. But they are so much fun. Like Blades of Freedom, this is about like Haiti. And what's interesting is not John Hamilton. Anthony Hamilton is in this because he used to live in Haiti before he came to America. And Major Impossible, this one is about the, I don't even know. But this one is my son's favorite character, is Lafayette. And the one that we just finished last night is this one, The Underground Abductor. This is the story of Harriet Tubman. Oh my God, it's so good. She is an American hero. My God, the shit that she's gone through and the shit that she's overcome, it just makes me feel like, wow, it makes me feel so proud, that like this America was built on immigrants, I mean, she wasn't an immigrant, she was a slave. She is an American. She's been taken, like stolen from her country. But, probably her great-grandparents or her grandparents were. But still, it's such an amazing story. So, okay, here's my little silhouette right here. Before I get into detailing all that stuff, let's look up other reference. This is an interesting little stagger. Yeah, I know. His art does look real. Nathan Hale, check him out. So again, I like to draw this little X on the bottom, little X on top. So it just shows you that our eye line is about here. These are like perspective kind of grid. Let's draw 1 foot. Because everything connects in the human body. I'm going to bring his arm out a little bit, just to improve the silhouette a bit. Let's come around like this. My son loves the gas mask. But before I even put a gas mask or any of that thing on, let's just draw the head. Because before I draw anything on top, I like to just know where are the eyes, where's the nose, where's the mouth. Because then if I know the mouth is right there, then I know that this is where the gas mask will go. Part of me wonders, like, does my son like gas masks so much because of the pandemic? Like we all covered our faces, In 2021, he started going to school wearing a mask. But then again, masks are just cool. Like, look at Batman, you know. He was not in the pandemic, and he still was cool. My son doesn't really care about, like, what is it called, superheroes as much as he does war heroes, which I think is so cool. Because war heroes, we are living in the world that these war heroes have either created or destroyed. And it's just interesting. It's like a piggy. Let's see. Turner, what's up, man? Welcome. Gas mask equals Darth Vader. Oh yeah. You know what's funny is my son was going like, all the characters he likes. He loves stormtroopers. He loves Darth Vader. He loves all the characters that are dark. And he's like, why are all the cool characters like bad guys? I'm like, I don't know, but it does not mean that. It doesn't mean that because you like these villains that you're a villain. It means that the character designers were just really badass. So don't worry about it. But I encourage him to keep liking the villains. So right now, what's great about using reference is now I don't feel like looking at the reference right now. I'm just gonna kind of go off on my own, and that's what I used to do when I was making music. Is that you would copy music, and when you start copying music, you're like, this fret is a little too far. I'll just use this other one to change the key, and then you just created your own character or your own song. And that's what's great about mimicking things and copying things. All right, now I'm going to look at my reference because I got lost. I'm like, okay, what else can I put on this character? I'm pretty sure that after you start doing a lot of this, like right now I'm putting a vest on him. Why? Because I'm looking at this cat, and he's got a vest on and a backpack. So I'm like, okay, that's pretty cool. And now it's getting saved into my memory bank onto my hard drive. Okay, he also has like this scarf on, and again, we're just experimenting. I don't know if he'll like this character. He looks a little too skinny. He likes the bulky characters. So I'm just doing this to feel out the silhouette. Let's see how it looks. It looks like Red Riding Hood. That would be interesting if there was a little Red Riding Hood that was in like a gas mask post-apocalyptic kind of a vibe. Let's keep moving on. Let's see. What's another? And there's some cool stuff. You just get stuck inside of Pinterest. I mean, this is that is such a great angle. Reminds me of M-Plate from Generation X from Marvel. Oh, okay. Ooh, bad guys have to appeal to your vanity and fear. I like that. I love it. That's a great. That's very interesting. So let's see if I could just, from everything that I just saw, including this one right here. I'm gonna just try to like create my own gas mask. Or no, not yet. Not enough ideas inside the inside my memory. So let's look at the. You know, it's funny. Is that some of these gas masks look like penises. Like this one right here, or this one right here. It's like, what the fuck? That is cool. Alright, let's try this out. Let's just do like 3 different designs I'm going to look at. So, okay, we got our eyes right here. Or, I mean, our little goggle thingies. This is starting to look like Guido from Star Wars. So there's a gas mask. Don't think details. Now, if I were to think about it in terms of silhouette, let's just go here and block that in as a silhouette. How can I carve this out to make it look more interesting? I like all these little details. You know what was great is just, you know, the source of inspiration. Just where do you find inspiration? And it's not really about finding it. It's about just keep going. Keep making those mistakes. That's the thing that I'm trying to teach my kids. Which myself, it's very hard because I'm like a perfectionist and I like to make things perfect. But making those mistakes is how you learn.
Yes, I will put these on. It doesn't feel that great. Very scratchy.
Okay, so I'm switching up my headset real quick. My producer told me that I sound a little scratchy. Headset real quick. Test. Is it better?
It's the same. Don't worry about it.
Not the same.
It's fine. It's
Sorry guys, give me a sec. Let me just...
Connect. Test. Can you guys hear me? I sound a little bit better or not? All right.
Yes.
Better?
Yeah.
All right. It sounds better. Ah, dope. Well, I'm glad that sounds better. All right, let's keep on going. So right now, I basically took this gas mask and I made it into that right there. And again, that's the beauty of not copying, is you could make it your own. And like now I know what the forms are right here. Let's make it more of this angle. So I accidentally put that down like that, so it looks like it's doing something like this, you know, and that's okay. Let's just keep fixing it. And then what else I like to do is like, well, how would you make this thing? I think it would be cool to have like a Coke can or something. Coca-Cola can, like right there. And then what can I put at the end of that Coca-Cola can like this to make it interesting? I I really wish I could hear the music. Is there music playing? Can you guys hear music?
Yes.
Okay. Cool. Ah, you like the hood. Okay. Let's keep with the hood. Let's see, what's another cool one? Now let's mess around with kitchen sink strainer. One of these things. So it catches all that stuff. I like that. How about Spidey? Like eyes for the mask. Ah, yeah. Let's see. Let me see what I don't. Okay, for some reason, Spider-Man's eyes, are they kind of like this? That's the first thing I was thinking. I didn't look at any reference yet, but let's take a look. Spider-Man. Yeah. So let's say it's like this. Now I'm using some reference for this right here. So see, what's great that Neil brought up is that you can mix and match, and that's like now we're like collaging, but in our style. It's starting to look like a warthog. I draw these lines so I know like what direction these discs are gonna go. Not discs, what do you call these things? Filters. Let's give this guy a hood. Let's see. I am going to put it on a new layer. But for me to draw a hood, I'm going to need to know where the shoulders are at. Again, everything is connected. Ooh, I need to make them a little bit thicker. Critique from my son. It's okay. Changes are good. Draw the back of that head. To be honest, I think his eyes are a little low. Or maybe he's looking down. shoulders up a little higher. So this is why it's good to draw the head first, like with the eyes, nose, and mouth placement, and then draw the mask. Or you just draw through, like I'm doing right now. Like, so many things you got to remember when you're drawing. And again, the things that you forget and you have to make up on your own, that becomes your style. So it's okay to forget stuff, unless you're trying to go for like accuracy, or if you're trying to do like scientific drawings, which I do not know how to do. Yup, I drew Spider-Man at Marvel. The webbing is a pain though. Yes, that does look like a pain. It looks like, man, patterns are tough. Does his name match his costume? Whose name? Spidey? So there's that. Let's see how this looks. Oh, does his name match his costume? I have no idea what his name is. Any takers? Help me name this dude. Because names are very important, especially like when you're writing. One of the things I like doing is just giving it like a temporary name, like a default name. So then later we can change it if you need. What does he do? Interesting. So Rice, let's go back to what you were doing yesterday, what you were talking about yesterday. You're talking about the emotion, like what's the emotion behind it? So it's like, why is he wearing a mask? That's not an emotion. Maybe he's a hypochondriac. He walks around the city because he thinks that there's germs everywhere. Ooh, vapor's cool. Try to draw. You see this hood? What does a hood look like? So, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to look up how to draw a hood. Look at that. Boom. At the click of a wrist, you know, you get what you need. And again, don't copy it. Don't copy it. You're just using it as reference for your own stuff. And if you're getting it wrong and still if it looks like something that you don't want it to look like, trace it. You know, feel it out. Feel what it feels like. So right now, I'm using this one right here. So what I mean by tracing and feeling it out, to me, mask is an emotion. That's interesting. You're totally right. That's interesting. So there was, you know, that reminds me when I was in school, there was this clown who had this act, or he was a mime, and he had this act where he would, he has this smile on his face, and he's trying to pull the smile off of his face, and he just can't pull the smile off his face, and at the end it's a tragedy because he just can't do it. It was amazing. So how would I go ahead and trace? So I would go and look at this and I would break it down into shapes. So, okay, well I know that the head is kind of like a circle. I know that the jaw is kind of like get into, you know, anatomy and stuff. You got your jaw right here. Then you have your, is this called maxilla, I think? Then you have your nose holes. You got your sad eyes. Trash bucket for a head, a trash bucket sideways. So then you break it down like that, and then once you get that shape, you got to figure out, okay, now what is it doing? Well, gravity is always going down, so let's make it come over the head. This part is like cut. This is all in shadow. Like that. So, okay, I kind of filled it out. Felt it out. Maybe he spreads germs, but I don't want to give bad guys any ideas. That is funny. Oh, that sounds creepy. Yeah, I like it. Maybe he spreads germs, but he doesn't want to spread, kind of like poison ivy or like Rogue, where is it Rogue that when Rogue, where like they're poisonous and if you touch them it kills them, but he's trying to protect everybody by, you know, him wearing a mask or something. Let's see, so let's go. Sounds creepy and great. That would fit this character somehow. Maybe the tragedy / creepiness behind what seems like a cool attached. Wait, that would fit this character somehow. Maybe the tragedy plus creepiness behind what seems like a cool detached work. What would that be? Detached work. What would the occupation be? Hey Tony, what's up, man? Thanks for joining. You guys got to check out Tony Liberatore's course. It is amazing. Well, I haven't tried it yet, but I've learned so much from Tony. You can check it out on Drawing America. It's dude has done so many great films. Check it out. Hey, thanks, Comic Book Worm. Nice. So the poison is inside him. That's genius. Yeah, that's what I was thinking, Bryce. Finally, a good, cool bad guy for your son. Yeah. Sensitive to smell, maybe. Mask for protection. That's cool. So let's see. Yes, I got one more minute, and then I'm gonna get back to it. So these are my little character sketches that I am going to show my son, and he's going to want to color it, I'm sure. But let me just write down these notes because they're pretty cool. He is this. Let's call him Vapor. This is from edits. And let's say protects people from his own infection. All right, let's see. So I'm gonna take this guy right here. Put him right here. See how that works, how that feels. That's interesting. Just play around with a quick color. Let's do some analogous colors. Clipping mask. We make his headgear kind of like sandy. What does that give us? Mix blue or black for blending at night. Ooh, yeah, okay, let's try that. You know, when all else fails, here, let's go over here. Let's make his uniform bluish black like this. What I like doing when all else fails is use a gray. Because gray, there's something magical that happens with gray. That'd be cool. Like a hazmat suit. Like what if he was like all yellow? That's fun. Let's see. Let me first throw this on. There's his hood. Let's give it some darkerness. Again, I'm just trying to be messy right now because messy is more fun. What happens if I throw some this color in there? Oh, he's not gonna like the pink. It's okay. Let's give him some kind of chest plate or something. So now I'm thinking about the silhouette. Like, what will this look like now? Like, see this right here? That's kind of boring. Because like after this, I'm gonna make my thumbnail. Like I'm gonna take this and, you know, put it on that thumbnail for YouTube. So I'm gonna go like this and be like, okay, so here's my silhouette. What is looking good? What's not looking good? Well, so far, I don't see any of the matte. Well, here's some of the gas masks right here. So what I would probably do is maybe delete that, make it a little clearer, maybe even go like this, give it that industrial feel. How about weapon? Yeah, I should have a weapon. My son really likes World War I right now. So let's give him a musket. I think they had muskets in World War I. What if he fights airborne mist creatures, germs? That is dope, Neil. I'm taking that. Let's take this copy. Anyway, let me just write it down. Oh my god. What if his weapon or his gun is a vacuum cleaner? That would be fucking dope. That is awesome. Tony, what's the environment this guy operates in? You know, I don't even know. I have no idea what the environment is, but I love that idea of this airborne thing. Maybe he has some kind of wings or something later, like he has to fight, kind of like Titan. What is that thing called? Attack on Titan. But for them, they have those little not streamers. What do you call those? Like rope wire things. So yeah, I like the contrasting things. Like it's still comic books, so it's like don't take it too seriously. I think. Keep it fun. So yeah, let me just really quick. What do I put on? He has this like backpack where he can carry his germs. Maybe. This tube or something right here. Let's give him that vacuum cleaner. What if it's a squirrel suit built in his robe? That's cool, yeah. I don't know, just the sound of the squirrel suit just sounds kind of funny. But that's dope. So yeah, like, and the squirrel suit thing could be actually it'd be cool if it was like transparent or something, or opaque. Or let me just write squirrel suit. Let's write Tony L. And this right here is Neil. Neil Edwards. That's my middle name, by the way, Edward. That's cool. Sometimes when I'm doing like silhouettes, I get lost because it's like, where the heck's the arm, So then I'll just come through like this. Let's give his hand right there. Maybe it should feel more like a gun or something. He's gonna be left-handed because my son is left-handed. All of his little Lego toys, all the tools and stuff, my son puts it on the left hand. Okay. Then, what could be a makeshift bayonet? Or, you know what it should be? Instead of a bayonet, we'll just have it like this, a flashlight, so he can see it through the mist. Let's take this. Let's close this. Let's bring him back. Now, let me block him in. Just flip it. It's always good to flip, just so you get a different perspective on things. It's kind of like going to church or temple or whatever you like to do. Each Sunday, it allows you to look at life in a different light. So flip that page. I made that shortcut as Control F. What if the evil airborne mist inhabits a bunch of... Oh. That's cool, Tony. What if the evil airborne mist inhabits a bunch of mech suits that attack the city or people? Kind of like that dude in Hellboy 2. That's really interesting. So then these are actually the bad guys. That's an interesting idea. Let me just write down. Airborne mist inhabits mech suits. Oh, he fights those guys. That's cool. Alright, airborne mist inhabits mech suits. City or people like Hellboy, Deuce. Hey Tony, you should check out Neil Edwards' work. His stuff's pretty dope. You should check out everyone's work. Ben's work is great. Rice's work is great. What else we got? I haven't seen Ralph Edit's work. Haven't seen comic book work. Ryan Odegawa's work. His stuff is dope too. And Turner Lang. You gotta check his stuff. Actually, I think you've met Turner, Tony. So now you gotta design a bitchin' mech suit. At first I was like, what's a bitchin' mech suit? Because I was looking at it like it was like Bitcoin, but it says bitchin'. Yeah, there's a lot of talented people on this channel. I'm so like amazed at the talent and all the ideas that come through here. It's so cool, and just everyone's very humble and very inviting, and that's what I want. So why don't we keep it at this? Maybe tomorrow we'll explore this character a little bit further. What I'm probably gonna do is let's make up a story, or I'm gonna take this one that Tony gave and Neil gave, and what we'll do is we'll just kind of beat it out, and then I do not know what he's gonna look like yet, but we will, when I board stuff, sometimes the design isn't even there yet. So in frame 1, he'll have a vacuum cleaner. Frame 2, he swings the vacuum cleaner. Frame 3, he'll pop open his wings and start flying around. And then frame 4, maybe it's like a smaller vacuum cleaner, like a dust buster, So then you can I'm exploring his weapons, Then if a director looks at it, they'll be like, hey, that idea is pretty interesting. Let's keep what would happen if the vacuum cleaner actually had some laser on it, so we could focus on it, So then I'm kind of creating a sandbox, so the director can add more or take stuff away. So, like for instance, right here. Like for instance, let's say we're doing something like this. Maybe he got pushed back or something. Or he like does some kind of roll in the sky. Like this. He rolls over like this. This is our A, then our B, and then our C is him like down here. He's like falling, right? And then you're seeing that creature, that mist mech creature thing. I have no idea what it looks like. Again, I could experiment with that too, you know, as he's using that vacuum cleaner to, maybe if this is that, let's just draw a generic robot looking thing, you know. I have no idea what that is, but what would be cool is if every mech suit there are like little cracks, like, you know, like panels, like in a car. Draw, let's say, a car. A car is not just one big sheet of metal that's conformed. It's like right here you have different panels on a car. The gas tank panel like that. So like that's how, like, you know, that's how a car is built. I learned this when I was like learning how to 3D model in Blender, or no, Moto. And then so what I want to do is, maybe he's vacuuming this mech creature, and this mech creature, again, it has paneling. This is so cool, you guys. We're all making content together. We're making a story, and that's what I think it should be about. I want to try out Twitter more. I mean X. So let's say it's like this. So what I wanted to do is make this guy like darker, kind of grayish, like this. And then between white and this color is this tone. It's like sucking all that stuff through the suit. This is just me just exploring. So yeah, wait, Neil says, love this. Hey Tony, here's a link. Love the Dustbuster. He could be Hoover salesman, his day job. That is hilarious. I love that. right, Rice, take it easy, man. Thank you so much. And yeah, I think I should head out too. But that's the stream. So let's play around tomorrow, guys. Talk to y'all later. Thanks for joining, and stay safe out there and keep on creating. Have a great rest of your day, you guys. Bye.